The famed Atlantic City Boardwalk in southern New Jersey. They're underway, scheduled for 10 rounds tonight between these two. And now just wasting everybody's time holding on. Teddy, the expectation in a matchup like this, a power puncher versus power puncher, is that the fight's not going to last long. But what if it does? Then what?
The guy with less power is going to win because he's a guy that has a reserve in a place that he's ready to go to in case the power's not there.
Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing, not engaging in the fight, but clinching. Guerrero's defense is paying off now. Crawford scoring with that right hand. Robert Guerrero's doing well here with that two-punch combination. Good shot to the head with that right hand. Blocks that blow, and then a counter uppercut. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Crawford's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. Tremendous pace being set early on here between these two. Can't see this fight going the distance with this pace.
No, not unless something changes, like moving their heads a little bit.
Crawford's right hand working well that time. He scored well. Good looking counter punch. Crawford's right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him. Took a shot. Now he gives a left. Right to the head with that right. Come to the end of the round. Always interesting to see how things will play out in our fights. Teddy, it's always great anticipation when we come sit ringside and the build-up of what's going to happen.
Yeah, it is. And it's always great having a little electricity in the crowd. You know, it helps. I know it helps me with the broadcast to know that you have these passionate fans that are around.
He has his target. He lands the straight right. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. He scored well after being hit himself. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. A little head hunting with the right. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. He comes with the straight right hand. Guerrero's left now getting into the mix. Good job staying away from the danger there. Crawford's right hand scores well that time. Good looking two-punch combination there. Comes right back at him with a left hand. You had to see it to believe it the first 2 minutes of these rounds. Now these fighters are trying to make everybody a believer in the final 60 seconds.
And this is why you understand the dimension of this sport like no other sport. At the end of this, how both participants will have mutual great respect for each other.
Nice strike after catching one by Crawford. Guerrero's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Sending out the power shot. It was a straight left hand. Final 10 seconds of round number 2. Crawford's work in training camp is now paying off. Do you see the accuracy and the effectiveness with that combination? Nice combination, throwing more than one. Both scored there. Flush right hand to the head. Crawford's picking up right where he left off. Remember how he finished that last round?
Yeah, he really finished strong, really fast. And you know what? This is a thinking man's fight. I know a lot of people are going to say Teddy's just an aggressive fighter. No, he understands and his corner understands that his opponent only had 60 seconds to recover, and they're jumping on him figuring that the opponent hasn't recovered.
Good uppercut by Crawford.
Shake it off, shake it off.
Sending more than one at him now, the combo to the head. Now this is exactly what I love out of an offensive fighter, Teddy. A guy who's able to put together the multi-punch combinations and make it look like it's just a sweet science.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you can do when you have good fundamentals. Not just good physical ability. That's only part of the equation. But just good technical ability. And that's what he's doing. He's snapping his punches. They're nice and clean. They're crisp. They're short. They're together.
Up top with the right hand. Crawford's not just loading up. He's landing combination punches like he did right there. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. He missed with that headshot. Crawford's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Good, solid right hand he lands there. Last 10 seconds of round number 3. There's another left hand from him. Good flush shot upstairs. And round 3 comes to an end. Robert Guerrero's out in front as we take a look at Teddy's scorecard for the first time tonight. But they're still in a mode of just feeling each other out. Neither man has taken control of this bout so far. Crawford's not skipping a beat. He came out just the way he finished up last round.
Yeah, what I like is that he's a thinking man's fighter, and his corner gave him probably good advice. They know that the opponent only had 60 seconds to recover, and they're figuring it wasn't enough time.
Scored well with that straight left. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Crawford. Crawford's doing a poor job. There's no other way to really say it. I mean, he's sitting there trying to stay committed to being a counterpuncher, but in the meantime, the fight is getting away from him in a big way.
Yeah, he needs a plan B right now. You know, he came in with plan A, Joe, but plan B is what he needs. He has to find another way to create offense. He's not going to be able to do it countering on the back end.
He scores with the jab there. Targeting each other, the exchange was something special. Crawford's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. To the head he goes with a left hand. Crawford's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. Good looking right hand after he got hit. Took a shot, now he gives a left. And he ties up on the inside.
Relax, come on, now relax. Block, block, come on.
And now committing to that midsection as the target with the combination punching. End of the round here. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. It's turning out to be a very good fight because it's very competitive. It's one of those fights that's really hard to score.
Yeah, it is hard to score. It's going to be up to the judges now. Hopefully, they've been watching the way they need to watch, and they're competent enough to make sure that it's not just a matter of who's throwing, but, you know, who's really landing.
Crawford's at his best when the combinations are landing. He scored well there with that combo.
Man, that's it.
How about a return to sender with the left hand? He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. Teddy, I think he's going to go down. I think he's going to go down after getting tagged right there.
He doesn't know where to go. I mean, he's like a guy that's caught in a hailstorm. He's trying to get to the other side of the street, but he just doesn't know where it is now.
Crawford's throwing wide punches. If I'm standing opposite of that, I jump on.
Yeah, well, if you're the fighter, that's where you have to be kind of like into a Kodak moment, where you take a picture and you say, okay, remember that, and the next time, bang, you're going to take advantage.
Trying to erode away that body with the combination punching. Guerrero's left, landing well. Fires off that hook. Trying to time that straight left hand, and he does so with ease. Crawford so dangerous with that accuracy, a two-punch combination landing. Now he ties up there. Guerrero's quickly approaching the point of no return right now, Teddy. You know, it wouldn't be far-fetched to see his corner step up on the apron and stop this fight.
It's not only far-fetched. I mean, I think it's starting to get to that point where it's their responsibility to be thinking about that.
Crawford's combination punching is working well here. He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. And that's the end of round 5. Robert Guerrero's corner has quite a task in front of them now. Their fighter's eye swollen shut.
Right now, you have to come up with some strategy. Maybe he turns his stance around, where he leads now with the good eye. You know, right now the good eye is back a little bit where he can't pick up things. Maybe now he needs to change his position in the ring where at least his good eye is in front.
He got rocked earlier in this fight. I don't see him changing much up, Teddy. Would you be advising him that now is time for an adjustment?
Well, you have to have a plan B, maybe even a plan C when you come into it. Maybe he doesn't have one. Now, if he doesn't have one, you're not going to tell him to start changing up, because then you're basically saying, I don't know what to do, but, you know, we're in trouble.
Crawford's doing what every trainer wants to see their fighter do. Land punches in bunches. The combination lands. Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counter-punching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Crawford's showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch. Now look at him. He's a big shot he just scored with. Right to the head and right to the canvas.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Guerrero's trainer is thrilled with this. He gets up off the canvas. Now he wants to see how he'll react. Crawford's doing well here with that two-punch combination. Guerrero's coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Solid. This is going to take some guts to get up from this. Once again, he goes down. This fight is over. Crawford's corner is already celebrating. His opponent unable to beat the count. A definitive ending to